Hey everyone, it's Relic here, and we are back on the FTOG Quantus server, just hanging out with our cats on the balcony. And yeah, pretty happy with how this has turned out actually. If you watched the last episode, you remember that we'd got this, stop bouncing. We've got this wall done, and we'd done the path, and I've got a little bit of a place marker in for the rest of this wall. Let's just get up here really quickly. So yeah, I've done this wall exactly the same way. Still got the same problem around here that the wall has gone a little bit thin at the edge where it starts to curve in a little bit more steeply. And yeah, obviously the reason for that is because I followed the exact pattern from this side rather than going and working out, okay, so that's how that needs to be this side, and then working out a brand new curve for this side. I've just followed the same curve, and that's why it's gone thin. But it's fine. If it bothers me later on, I'll do something about it. But for now, it kind of does what I need it to do. I think I didn't fix this from before. I think I mentioned this. But yeah, the next thing that I really want to do, and I don't want to spend the whole episode on this, is I just want to now get... So there's going to be a way into our sort of main part of our base from here. And then over the other side is where we're going to have access to our farms, which obviously we've got to build up here. And I've got a pretty good design in mind for how they are going to work now. So first of all, let's not stop doing that. First of all, we are going to need to get ourselves an entranceway. And we've gone with the arch theme in various places because it's a tower. And we're going to use that again. And I want to try and make a bigger arch. And I think the biggest that we can do is a 4. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe if it came in a little bit this way. I should have thought about the number beforehand. We might have to go with a 3. It depends how it looks. But if we jump upstairs, and I'm guessing that we'll use... Potentially we'll use the stone bricks as well. I'm going to see how that looks, and if I don't like it, then we're going to have to go with the other material, which of course is the blood magic stone path. So we'll jump down here anyway. I thought I had some bricks on me, but I haven't. I know there should be some in one of these chests. Fine, there's some in there. That's cobble, that's cobble. In fact, there was some normal stone in there, so we'll take that as well. And we've still got the chisel on us. Fine, let's jump down to the architectural craft table. And let's just remind ourselves what we can do. The maximum is a 4, so in fact, let's do that first of all. We don't want it to be cobble, we want it to be that. So we take a couple of those, and we will take 4 of those actually we're going to need as well, and then we'll take 4 of those as well. It's not as though we're ever going to run out of this stuff now. Cool. So, and it's got dark. Let's just sleep really quickly. Okay, so let's jump back down here, and fine, let's jump in here. I'm trying to think how high I want this. I want it to be quite high because this is kind of going to be a major... This is going to be a sort of a major pathway. So I guess we are going to start... I'm tempted actually. Let's just see. Let's hollow out a little bit of this and just have a look and see how it looks. If I make it a little bit wider than it should be, because it's a 4, the 2 parts don't completely... It's not one part at the top, it's 2 parts. So I just want to see if that... Will that be high enough, or would we want that one higher? Let's just have a quick look. So we've got the corner pieces. So we can pop those in, not that way. That way. And then we've got the top pieces. I don't think this is going to look right, but it's probably worth just checking it out. What about if we had just a... I haven't got the stockers during the game. Say hello quickly. I'm going to go and grab out the rest of that stone brick that I've left it there now. In fact, I don't need to. I've got this stone here, haven't I? Before I go running off. Let's just grab some more of those. and pop one of those on the top. And caps. I'm just kind of wondering, actually, the texture, it does make the texture look slightly different. But if we had that all the way down, I'm wondering if it would look too bad. Let's just see. So we'll pop the stone bricks in here and this side. And then we'd want that one out for that to be a stone brick. In fact, we'd want all of that row, wouldn't we? There, 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 and this piece as well. Probably this side, just for completeness. So let's just fill those bits in and just have a quick look and see how that looks. And hopefully it won't look too bad. Already, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking it looks a little bit odd. Let's just put these side pieces on as well, just to finish the curve. And yeah, you can kind of see, the thing that's bothering me is you can kind of see the change in texture, and I'm not really 100% sure that I like that. But I guess, I think I'll probably go for it for now. But yeah, maybe we'll change it later on. As I say, I kind of wish now that I had a thought about it before I did this path, how I wanted the entrance ways to be. And the only other thing is it does just, the texture just makes it look a little bit weird when you look at it from certain angles. But I guess if we looked at it from a distance, yeah, it doesn't look so bad. It's only kind of when you get close to it. Fine. Okay, so moving on. What the next thing, in fact, I need to go and grab my excavator. Excellent, right, that will make life a little bit easier. So we can tunnel our way into this, and that was really weird. Why did that not go all the way through? Let's try that again. That's better. Right, so we need to get into this a little bit, just so that it continues through. And what we want to do is we want to build up. Can I actually get through here? We want to build up so that it kind of joins up with this. So it's not going to go particularly very high. Although I am thinking to myself, maybe do I want it to come out a little bit higher and lose these stairs altogether? I'm not sure that I do. I think I'd quite like it to come out here. So it's on Y73. So it's not very high. So we're only on Y70 down here. So it kind of just needs to, yeah, say come round and then just up a little bit. So let me get that dug out anyway, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've dug this through, so it's through all the way through to the bottom of the stairs at the other side. And I did change this in the end. I decided I really didn't like the way it looked, and there's still a little bit of a, I don't know, it's just kind of a weird look. That little bit there looks a bit darker than it should do, just like it doesn't quite join up properly. So I don't know, I might, in between episodes, I might change it to this texture instead. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So I've got this carved out, and these are going to be stairs, and they're just going to come round to this little bit. Now, like I said, it isn't very high, and I don't want it just to be like a flat tunnel going all the way through, because I think that would look pretty bad. So I think what we'll do is I want to grab those up. Let's just see how this looks. So we will grab, we've got some of the chiseled stone bricks. So if we grab those and pop them along there, we'll grab our chisel and just put it onto half blocks for now and just get rid of the first layer of these. Now I want the stairs to be even more shallow than this. I want them to be 1/4 of a block. So if we put that onto plane and take off another 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and do that all the way along, hopefully that should look a little bit better. And if we do it all the way around, it will just be a gentle increase. Obviously we'll have the floor along here be the same texture as well, so if we just grab up these few here, I'll show you how that's going to look. I think it will look okay. As I say, it'll come right up to the edge. We'll get rid of this grass here and that. But I just want to make sure that this doesn't look too much. So pop that in there. Put those in. And now that needs to literally just come off a half all the way along. So like this. Like I said, I don't want to spend the whole episode doing this because I do want to get on to something else. Yeah, I think that's going to look fine. So let's just get that all the way around and see how it looks. Okay, so yeah, we've got a gently sloping staircase now all the way through. You still need to do something about the walls. But yeah, I've been messing around a little bit in here. We're just trying to break up the straight lines a little bit. And I thought, yeah, we'd have these pillars in here just with these really plain caps on. Probably just the 3 of them. And yeah, I don't know. I've tried it a couple of different ways and I'm still not really happy. So I wanted to have something along here and I quite liked this cobble. But then if I put it right up to the edge, it doesn't quite look right. It looks forced. And I don't like this either. There's just, I don't know, maybe the pillar isn't high enough. So I had this idea, and we're not actually going to place it here, but I just thought I'd have a little bit of a play here. If we just cut this out and stick another one of the pillars in. I just want to see how this looks. So we've got a base there, and I guess for now we just put a couple of those pieces. And I've got some of these outside blocks that make it look curved. And I just thought to myself, maybe we could have that inset into the wall rather than the pillars on the outside. And then we could still have this maybe along the top. So yeah, in fact, let's just go. They were made of just normal stone. So let's just go and grab some more outside curves and just see how it looks when it's all in place. So just pop a few more of those in there, grab a few more of those, and it might still look rubbish, but I guess if you don't play around with it, then you never know. But I kind of think I'm going to like it. It just looks better, I think, than them sticking out. So let's just grab that back out again. It's messing around. And have I now got enough stone to fill that in? I haven't, but we can change some of these stone bricks back. Cool, so we'll do that. Let's just fill that hole in that I've just made there that wasn't really necessary. And we'll take this out because that is the one that we want to replace. Yeah, how are we going to do this? So this will go all the way up to the ceiling, I guess. But this will only need... I'm still not... Jury's still out on whether or not this is actually going to work, because if we put that down here, I'll change the textures underneath that just so that it looks a little bit better. And we are just going to need to pillar up here really quick. Let's just get up here and get a top on there, just like so. And if we jump down, get this out of the way. I'm going to have to repair that pick soon, otherwise it's going to break, and then I will be quite gutted if that happens. Right, so put those in, and if I put a last one in there, can I even get that in the right place? Seemingly not. Alright, let's pillar up and do that as well. These are architecture blocks that really don't like to be placed incorrectly. Let's have a... Where are we gone? Moved around too much then. Yeah, I think I prefer that, but then that's just going to make this just look a little bit funny. So, let me just take this one away. See how that looks. Can I get that in the right position? Seemingly not. What is with the placement of these blocks? It's just so difficult. Right, let's try that again. Nope, doesn't like that. Place it against that wall. Good, right, so that goes in okay. So maybe then, if we've got these up here, maybe we just don't need these blocks up here at all. But let's just get the whole of that side out, and then we'll take this out. And can I pick that up? Oh no, because the inventory is now full. Oh, it's all going wrong. Let's, in fact, if I take that out, and then I can put these bits in, and hopefully then I can pick some of this up. That would be the plan. Let's drop that and pick that back up. Good, right, that is what I wanted to do. So, pop that in there, and can I jump and put this top on? I reckon I can. So we'll get the top put on, and yeah, like so. And then we need to take these out. We'll put the corner pieces in, and then just have a look how that looks. But I'm kind of feeling that this is going to be better than what it was. Yeah, kind of happier with that. We just need to get rid of that block down there. So I'm just going to have to remove this for a minute. And we want to pop some of the cracked stone bricks down there because that is the floor, I think. And we're going to have to do the one next to it as well. And we can't reach that, so let's just do that. And then put the base back in again, and hopefully that now looks fine. Cool. I still think it needs something on the wall just to maybe break it up a little bit, just where the corner is. But I'll have a think about that in between episodes because it's quite difficult. Because if you put anything next to this, to the pillar, it doesn't look quite right. But yeah, fine. Okay, I'm happy with that, and I'll do the other side of that, as I say, in between episodes, and hopefully we can move on. And obviously I'll do something with this wall as well. And then we've got the other side of this to do as well. But yeah, I think we will do that in the next episode. I'm not going to do anything on there in between episodes. Good, right, so I want to move on anyway to the other thing that I wanted to do today, and that is to start off getting some better storage in place, because this down here is cool, and I've decided that I can make this work a little bit better. Obviously, we haven't got a controller in here, and if I put a controller in the middle of the floor with this, it's going to make this better. If we do trims up to each of these, it should be close enough to reach. But we have also got open now, because we're in the steel era, we have also got the RFTools mod open, which means that we can start to look at some storage. Now, hopefully, if we just go in and put in storage module, yeah, we can use this. Now, this isn't too difficult to do. Just need a machine frame and some blue dye, some iron, and some gold nuggets, and then some nether quartz. Now, I kind of remember having a load of nether quartz down here, or perhaps not a load, but that shouldn't be too difficult to get hold of. So yeah, we've got a bit of that. So let's just pop some of these bits and pieces away that we're not using immediately. And we'll grab out some lapis. We'll grab some nether quartz. We want some redstone. And I'm getting a bit low on all of these things. That's fine. And we want some gold as well. Now, hopefully, yeah, we've got some gold. And we just need those in ingot form. So let's pop that there. And then we should be able to at least put the machine frame together. Good. And then the actual storage itself requires a chest. So let's just grab out, in fact, let's grab all of that out because we don't want that for now. Let's grab a chest, and no doubt it's got to be a vanilla chest. So let's just put it in there like that from the get-go. Right, so there's the storage, and then we need a storage card. So that is just another chest, some iron. In fact, just more of the stuff that we've already used. So let's just grab another chest. And then we can, hopefully, just pop together a card. Now, these are all upgradable. Each card is capable of carrying more stuff, so if I just press shift, you can see this will support 100 stacks, 200 stacks and 300 stacks respectively. Now at the moment there's no wireless capacity to that, but we can make it, and I'm just going to pop it down somewhere just so I can show you how this actually works. Literally we can just go into that and we can put a storage card in here somewhere. Hopefully. Why did that duplicate that? That's because I put it in the wrong place. I think, where do we want to go? Can we just put stuff in here? It's been so long since I used this. Oh, it's down here. Losing the actual plot. And I think that we are... Oh no, we don't need RF for it. Good, right, so there we go. So we got this, so we can store 100 stacks of stuff in there. And then later on, what we are going to be able to do is turn that into remote storage. And if I can actually find, I'll show you how we're going to do that. We can get some remote storage going, which is this, the remote storage item. Now we're just going to need a few more bits for that, a bit of ender pearl, a few more nether quartz. Now we've got all those, so that's easy enough. But first of all, before we do that, we need to find somewhere where we're actually going to be able to put all this stuff down. And these retain the cards when you break them in all their inventory, so they are much better. Now, I don't know if I really want to put it down there as yet, but I haven't really got anywhere else to put it. So what we can do is, if we just take out a little bit of this, and these can sit in the middle of this wall, and yeah, it'll kind of fit in, I guess. In fact, probably better if I hadn't have put those at floor level. If I put it just above, then it's at the same height as everything else, and we'll get 6 in there. So I'm going to go out, I'm going to make another 6 of those, and then we'll move on to the next bit. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so yeah, we've got the 4 storage units in place there, and I've got one of the 100 cards for all of those. Now, obviously, as you get further into this, they can be tiered up, but they cost a lot more to do as well. So, obviously, the start off from the 3 card requires blocks of quartz, redstone, and blocks of gold, and so on and so forth. So it does get a little bit more expensive, but just to start us off, the 100 cards are going to be pretty cool. Like I say, we can just throw whatever we want in there now, and stuff is easy to find as well, because you can filter stuff, you can type in the name of stuff. So if we want redstone, we can just type in whatever. So it's going to be, we're not going to lose stuff quite as easy. But I'm going to keep the storage drawers, and the reason why is because, again, later on we're going to have access to get storage scanners up and running. Once I think probably could do it now, but we just need to set some power up, and I'm not going to do that today. But yeah, then it will be able to read what is in all of these items as well, and eventually we will be able to access it all from any remote location that we need. But yeah, that is going to be it for this episode. As I say, sorry again that there's been a bit of a gap between episodes, and obviously you know the story. If you watched the last episode, you know that my wife has had some back surgery, and so I'm having to spend a little bit less time playing games. But yeah, thanks ever so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, remember to hit that thumbs up button, always helpful. And until next time, thanks ever so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.